This is lesson 21, and the camera is going to be a lot different for this one. I'm going to be holding it. It's going to be like a documentary style because I have to move around a lot and get different angles of things because we're learning a new chord, and that chord is the F chord. We already know the C chord. There's the F chord. So C, E, G, and that's F, A, and C. We haven't had that A before that C. So let's get back to the keyboard, review how the keyboard works. Here's our C, D, E, F, G. And when we get to G, we start over again with A. That's A. If we look down here, there's A, because A, B, C. That's where we got our C. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And since those are the same notes, kind of like with Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti, Do. That's the number of notes there are. So, we had C, E, G. There's our C chord. So now we're doing F, A, C. That's our triad. We have a F and a third above that and a fifth above that. But we're not going to play the chords like that. We're not going to go, because that's just crazy. So like we did with the G7 chord, we're going to invert it. So we're going to take this C from up here and play the C, the octave below that. We'll still have the F, but now we're going to use that new A there. So this is what the chord's going to look like. So we have the C and the F and the A. C, F, and A. Okay, now this is how we're going to do it with our hands. Here's our C chord. We could have the pinky go up to the A chord. That feels really awkward because these two fingers are really quite attached. It's easy to move your index finger. It's easy to move the middle finger. Little kind of easy to move the ring finger, but if you move the pinky down like that, the ring finger joins it. That's because the tendons in our hand here are more connected with these two. So we're going to do a whole different type of movement for this. So we have our C, F, E. We're going to leave the thumb where it is. We're going to move all the fingers up a step to get the C, and then we'll do F with finger number 3 and A with finger number 5. Let's go back to C again. So that's C, E, G, 1, 3, 5. We leave the thumb there. We move the rest of the hand up and still do 1, 3, 5. There's our 1, but now finger number 3 is on the F. Number 5, that's on the A. That's a lot more comfortable, and then just watch this way. That's pretty easy. It's kind of nice movement. Now we can, I talked before about, when you're moving the pinky, it's getting harder to separate them. Well, the thumb is opposite the rest, all the fingers. So having all the fingers move, that feels fine. So that's how it's going to work. And it's just for the right hand that we're doing the fingerings this way. It'll be different with the left hand in a future lesson. So now we're going to put some of this to practice. In the Alfred book, page 46, we have, it says introducing A for the right hand, but it's actually also introducing the F chord. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the chords before doing the arpeggios. So get your hand set for the C chord, C, E, G, like we have right there. Play your C chord. Now we're going to do the F chord, meaning we move these fingers up. There's our F chord. Go back to C. Go back to F. Go back to C. 1, 3, 5. F also 1, 3, 5. And you're going to go back and forth like this a few times. from the C to F, C, F. Then look at the bottom. That's what we're doing. We're just doing C to F, back to C. And then we keep going back to F, back to C. Now we're going to look at the arpeggios. Same notes, but the reason I want you to do the chords first is because we were talking about how the hand moves. We're going to move the hand the same way with the arpeggios. So we have C, E, G. Then we're going to leave the thumb there, move all the fingers up at the same time to do the C, F, A. Then back to the C, C, E, G. Move all the fingers up, C, C, F, A. Move back, C, E, G. So it's the same movement whether we're doing the chords or arpeggios. We're not going to go C, E, G, C, then move, then A. No, we're just going to move right away. C, E, G. Get ready for arpeggio. C, F, A. All right, so now let's do the arpeggios and the chords like we usually do it. We'll do this line, then we'll jump down this line. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and C, E, G, C, F, A, C, E, G, C, F, A, chords. C, F, C. Let's do it again. I'll pull back a little bit now so you can get my hand in as well. This is a bad angle, so I'm going to do bad fingering movements. Here we go. Ready? Go. C, E, G, C, F, A, C, E, G, move. C, F, A, C chord, move. Okay, now let me do it once with good hand positions instead of stretching out my fingers. Watch fingers, ready, go. C, E, G, move. C, F, A, C, E, G, move. C, F, A, chord, move, chord, move. That's how that goes. And we'll put into practice with songs next time. So long.